Hello and welcome to the Guitar Collection. Whew, I am here with such a legendary guitar by, of course, one of the most famous Spanish makers of all time. This is, of course, a guitar made by Ignacio Fleta. This one is from the year 1972, actually just 5 years before his death, where he was building guitars for all of the most important guitarists in the world. Of course, John Williams famously played a flauta for a very long time. The sound is so beloved on so many records, not just of John Williams, but many, many others out there. We'll definitely get more into the specifics of this instrument and the sound. But first, let's talk a little bit about the specs. So I mentioned this one's from 1972, but this guitar presents as brand new. That's because recently this instrument was professionally repolished, and the French polish on this guitar just is perfect. Aside from a string ding, which of course it's near impossible to completely get rid of one of those, it presents as new, and it sounds very, very rich and old. It doesn't sound like a brand new instrument, of course. The cedar top on this one is really quite interesting. It's lighter colored in the center and it is darker on the outsides. I think it is a very eye-catching look. Of course, you'll notice this beautiful flauta rosette, which he is so well known for, with these really subtle greens here. And when you look at the label, you'll of course see Ignacio Fleta y Hijos, as well as the address where he was building at the time. And looking at the bridge of the guitar, very simple here, nothing flashy. When it comes to the scale length of this guitar, it is 650 millimeters with a 53 millimeter nut width. So it's actually fairly standard. It feels really great for a flauta, and the action is set up perfectly to my taste. It's nice and low, but I can still drive it without buzzing. So, taking a look at the back and sides, a very nice set of Indian rosewood, again presenting as new. It was just beautifully repolished. And then when it comes to the shape of the neck, it is a thicker neck, as flautas are, but I find it very comfortable. The neck has a rather D-shaped. You can really feel the shoulders on here, but it's a neck that I just really gravitate towards. I mean, I feel secure when my thumb is on the back of this neck, and it makes me, well, I don't know, you know what? I think there is something about a slightly thicker neck that allows for a little bit more vibrato. When your hand is spaced out a little bit more, it feels a little bit better with doing that motion. Anyways, just a little aside, we'll cover more of the specs here. Speaking of strings and movement and vibrato, for those of you that have been watching this channel for a little while, know that I'm usually a fan of putting a carbon G and B string on the guitar, but this guitar is strung up with D'Addario XTC 45s, no carbon strings. I just love the third string on this guitar as it was, and I never even experimented. So I just love all of the nylon strings on this guitar, and I'll be curious what you all think as well. Of course, in Fleta's time, there were no carbon strings either, so maybe it's as intended. When you look at the head of the guitar, of course, it's that iconic flauta head design here with inspiration from Torres, of course, but his own little thing going on with the carving on the left and right. And then, of course, the original Fustero tuners, which still work quite well. Again, when I say it's presenting as new, there are no cracks, no crack repairs, and that is a beautiful thing. This thing is a time capsule of the past, and it has a sound to die for. So, speaking of sound, let's just go ahead and explore the strings individually. This first string is alive as ever. It just sings. And you know what? The second position here, the the way it flies off the guitar is just very appealing. Very crisp. Let's go to the second string. Again, all nylons, right? By the way, as you're getting to know this guitar more, the reason why sometimes I end up putting a carbon second string and third string on the guitar is kind of all about how it sounds here in second and third, fifth position, this area. If I pluck the note and then it kind of just like dies away, it's just dead as a doorknob, then it needs carbon. It needs something a little bit tighter. Sometimes just a higher tension nylon string works. But this sounds phenomenal with just normal tension nylons. And of course, this hallmark characteristic of a fleta, they just love to be pushed. Beautiful. Let's check out this third string. Again, a little bit tubby because of that straight up nylon, but it sounds great. Really fat and warm when you play it with this nylon string. Special tones available, and then these monstrous earth-shattering basses. Bam, right? Just incredible, right? And the fifth string. Same exact character as the fourth string. Legendary sixth string, which I just feel has such a beautiful hum to it. It's just... it's this hum that you only hear on the very best Spanish guitars of the past, at least in my opinion. Hopefully exploring those strings individually kind of gives you the idea of the character of the fleta sound. I'll definitely play some pieces on this guitar, but before I go any further, I'd like to remind you to check this guitar out at guitarcollection.com. There will be a link in the description of this video to where you can see a full album of photos, the description, and also you'll find a place on the website where you can enter in your email address. That way you're notified about new listings before they become publicly available. I send an email out each week. And wow, okay, let's further explore this guitar. I wanted to show you a little bit of a Capricho árabe. You just feel supported everywhere. Let's try Prelude 11 by Tárrega. Well, I play this piece on a lot of guitars, and it's so rare to have such a beautiful and singing B, C sharp, and D. Just listen. And unlike some of the Spanish guitars of the time, these fletas, and especially this fleta, is able to brighten up. It's not just all sunk down into this like kind of muddy mess. It's clarity. There's lots of clarity. Beautiful. Well, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to this channel. Believe it or not, it's like something like over 80% of the people that end up watching these videos are not subscribed. So if you take a moment to do that and let me know what you think of this guitar in the comments, I would love to hear from you. Do you have a fleta? Do you have experiences playing a fleta? This is such a great one, and it will be going to a lucky new owner soon. So if this one isn't available, please write to me. I always have my eye on great guitars. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll close this out with some pieces in standard tuning.